Hi, my name is Sheree Davis, and today I'm here with...
Hello, my name is Abdullah Al-Katan.
Hello, my name is AshLyon Rozier.
Hello, my name is Jamil Blue.
Hi, my name is Courtney Brooks. And today our group will be talking about decision making for the company iHeartMedia. Decision making is the process of choosing a solution from available alternatives. Some of the decisions that the company iHeartMedia made was creating new positions and changing the name from CCMedia Holdings to iHeartMedia Incorporated. Another decision that they made was to hire a financial advisor. And the last but not least, the last decision that they made was switching from radio to direct streaming app.
One example of decision making in corporate environment would be the company name change from CCMedia to iHeartMedia Incorporated. The change on the company name was influenced by a lot of aspects relating to internet phone application services that have gained a lot of users base over 50 million. The change in the name was also influenced by the move by the company shift entirely from its roots of the San Antonio that held much influence on the Clear channel. The change in the name is as a result of the ownership, the new ownership that the company had received. In changing the name, the company would signal this through a change in appearance of building with which it operated. The change from the Clear Channel Blue name to the iHeartMedia red color will signal changes the company name and the color associated with its business. The change in the name is also aimed at attaching at many customers that the company serves at different parts of the world. To its front, the turn will its market coverage and brand development.
Another defining decision iHeartMedia made was adopting a new operating structure. The decision for the company to break off into divisions made the company have to create new positions. The decision was announced March 2014 that the company would move from being represented by major and regional marketing groups to 4 divisions. The 4 geological divisions are then further classified into 36 regions, which each report to one president for each of the divisions. The first division, the Midwest and Southern Division, is led by Tom McConnell. The Western Division is led by Greg AshLyon. The Central Division is led by Matt Martin, and the most profitable division in the North is led by Hartley Atkins. Although leading the 4 regions are presidents themselves, they will all still directly report to CEO Bob Pitt. The decision to go into divisions was to allow the company to better listen to both its listeners and its advertisers, to better address their grievances in those various areas. The change in structure in the beginning of March 2014 led to the rise in revenue of 1.2% in the third quarter of 2015. Divisions allow for decisions to be made solely on the resource markets of the various regions they follow.
iHeartMedia is $20.6 billion in debt related to its 2008 purchase by private equity groups Bain Capital Partners and THL Capital Partners. The interest paid on this debt alone ate up about a quarter of the 2015 revenue that iHeartMedia made. To take care of this debt, iHeartMedia made the decision to hire a financial advisor. That decision was to hire Moelis & Co., a global independent investment bank that provides financial advice to corporations, government, and financial sponsors. They hired Moelis & Co. to review offers which were made by 25% of the company's senior creditors. These offers will reduce the amount of debt that iHeartMedia has to pay back and also decrease the amount of interest they have to pay back. Another decision that the company made was to file a temporary restraining order and permanent injunction against the creditors looking to collect. Filing a temporary restraining order and a permanent injunction has allowed the company more time to resolve the matter before the debt that's due goes into default.
Like previously stated, decision making is the process of choosing a solution from one or more options. In order to choose the most effective solution, you must follow the 6 steps of decision making. Step 1. Define the problem. Step 2. Identify the decision criteria. Step 3. Weigh the criteria. Step 4. Generate or create different options. Step 5. Evaluate each option. And last but not least, step 6. Determine the best decision. With over 250 million monthly listeners in the U.S. alone, iHeartMedia has the largest national coverage for radio and television in America.
As you can see in the bar graph shown above, Pandora owns 31% of the total market share for streaming music apps. iHeartRadio falls right behind them with 9%, and right behind iHeartRadio is iTunes. It is predicted that by the end of 2016 and the beginning of 2017, iTunes Radio will beat out iHeart in the total market share. For example, iHeartMedia defined their problem by surveying their listeners and discovering that they needed an easier way to access their music. This is why iHeartRadio is in the process of making the decision from discontinuing their radio station and going strictly with a music streaming app. In order to complete this process, they are using the 6 steps of decision making to help them along the way.
iHeartMedia adopting the new operating system allows them to also increase the empowerment and accountability of the individual market leaders, speaking as the new presidents that head the new divisions. The Midwest Division and Southern Division recently just acquired Nashville. The Southwest is just a recently announced division as the 5th division, now headed by Kevin LeGarrette. And the Western Division, headed by Greg AshLyon, is closer to his computer geniuses in Silicon Valley, which allows for increased advertising and clear channel outdoors. And in the North, Hartley Adkins is taking advantage of the many millennials in the area and is opening internships to young individuals wishing to branch out in the entertainment and media industry.
The decisions that were made within our company were switching from CCMedia Holdings to iHeartMedia Incorporated, adopting a new operating structure, hiring a new financial advisor to consolidate debt, and changing the way that listeners receive their music.